okay, boy.
Nothing going on out here, Arthur?
Good. Yeah.
Jesus, cussing Christ! No, this ain't what we asked for at all. What is this, a joke? We trying to palm crap off on us? Not a word about this, or we'll find you and take that tongue.
Well, look at all those fine weapons. Sure you boys are smart enough to handle yourselves all right.
You eyed me up. On your way.
Just calm down. Hey, wait up there.
I don't stop for the devil or for you.
Where are you going?
I need assistance.
It's on the line.
Help! Help!
Okay now. A bad day for you, mister.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, you don't even exist. They cut me loose. You wretched bastard!
This is very kind of you.
We got plenty of room. Good God!
Here you go, pal. Ah, good boy. Let's go, boy.
You cur!
Yep.
Hi.
Fine, miss. Fine.
Yeah, I guess I'll settle down one of these.
Hey there! Yeah. Buddy?
Evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need help me, please.
Damn.
I
What
need
happened to
medicine.
you?
Oh.
Here.
Okay. Just tried that plan over there, and it was like a gunshot. Oh, the one with the pink flowers, tiny little bastard. Steer clear. Thanks, mister. I owe you my life.
Some things you learn the hard way.
Yeah, you can say that again. Whew.
Mind yourself out there. Unlikely anyone will be around next time.
I will, friend. I will. I'll stick to the market from now on.
Okay, boy. Let's go. Yeah.
nice pair of boots. Damn heat rashes.
Hey, mister.
That's a fine horse you got there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He's still eating. So I thought that I show a little bit more gameplay to it. Okay, well ignore that. I thought I'd show a little bit more gameplay for a little bit, just to show you what it's about.
Easy, easy.
It's supposed to be a mission here, but apparently the mission is gone. So, any bounty hunters over here? No.
Yep.
Huh? I could have sworn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come back to me. Come home.
Hey, boy, easy.
Oh, that's the whole house alligator right there. God damn it. Wait. Anyway, some more horse stuff. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hey, Daywalker, you trying to play Destiny later on today?
Yeah. Hey there, mister.
Oh yeah, cool. I kind of want to get the Thunder Word from my hunter, so I think I'm approaching that mission. But I don't think it's a guaranteed levels, light level 600.
Easy. Idiot.
Now, I can get from my collection, but it's not gonna be a guaranteed 600 when I redo it. When I
Who's that? Arthur!
when I remake it, there you go, that's the word.
Easy
So now that's like a waste of time doing like a different mission. Oh, see, there it goes. There you go. Oh, god damn it, is this dude? I'm not gonna have a muzzle later. It's why we infuse. Yeah, agreed. Hmm. Forgetting my hat. Hold on. Gotta get my hat. course, I need to do that too. No, I'm not gonna lie, I like this jacket. What's cool? Hopefully, if chests don't go to work, we could definitely get something going.
How you doing, old friend? It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this
He
lot.
said the jacket
I
is
ever tell
cool.
you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish. Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good and long over.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting, you.
Look at my horse looking sexy as ever.
Let's go.
You are a good horse, yes.
All right, gentlemen, let me show you how
Yeah.
it's done.
Good horse.
Let's go. Come on. Boy. Yeah. Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I
Okay,
need
so
to
what do
get
you
out
think is the
for a
best
bit.
game?
Me and the
Is
old
it normal
guard.
specimen?
Before any of them back there,
What's that happening?
it was us.
The
One more
curious
game
couple
left.
and their
But
unruly
out of
son.
all the games that came out this
It
year,
feels
it's
good
like the
here.
top game of the year.
You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime
What's the
ago.
best game of the year?
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil.
and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
Yeah, you're definitely badass.
Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
easy.
Hey!
That's right, Jose.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I see.
Well, look who it is. Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
We like it well
McIntosh,
enough.
at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy, Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well,
I'm
allow us
dead.
to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train. And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry.
You almost fell off. Hey, man, right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best.
Bro is hanging off the cliff.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Catch me now! Idiot! Now get after the others, come on! The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train.
Oh no! Well, I mean, it sounds kind of
Get in
foolish,
closer.
but
See the flat
a horse
carriage? Head
can
for
catch
that.
the
Get
back
us as
of the
close as you
train.
can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Now he's throwing bottles.
Because of that.
Bastard! I didn't
Oh.
do nothing.
Oh,
Come on! You stop them, I'll stop the train.
Stop! You hold it right there.
Come on, shitbag! Go, get after them!
Bastard!
oh,
Damn
oh.
bastard! Get the hell away from me!
Gonna be
Oh,
dead
look, yeah,
soon,
no.
partner. This is Mr. Callahan, I'm relying on you.
did he die? I didn't even kill him. Oh,
You're only making it worse.
I guess sometimes we gotta die inside of the train, right?
I'm coming for
Right,
you
yeah.
next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
Guess it's just us then, lawman. Come here.
Bro got a whole
We
knife.
need to bother.
Let
me
me.
go. Can't do that.
Hold on, wait a minute. You get to me when I do it? Oh. Oh.
Need some gin? Come on. Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Sadly so. I'm right out here if you need me.
He said, oh.
Come on.
Oh, you grown man pig. Acting real. Did you call me a murderer? Call me a murderer. I'm not a murderer.
Do it. Just take it in, all right?
You're not saying nothing. What's up? Yeah.
Is everything all right?
It wasn't even on purpose. It was by accident.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Oh, just about.
Just look at that though. Like, look at the aftermath. You know. That's like, we're not trying to knock me out. You almost try to throw me off the train. What about my life? I want to say that he really
Bring him
died
out
today.
here.
He died. I don't think he died. I think he
Sounded like
he
quite
died.
a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in. Come on.
Okay, but what about the other dude? Like,
Fine
could have sworn I
job.
just killed him.
And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train.
My face got timber.
There you go. You are a natural.
Yep, that's what happens.
Come
Look at him.
on, let's get out of here. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
I'm on the
That was
fact that
mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well,
RPP
I
who
wouldn't
can't see.
exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No,
check
not
check
really.
earlier in
On your right
the
here,
video.
these tobacco
I actually
fields. This is part of Caliga
I
Hall,
still another
big
like 2
estate
gang
belonging
members,
to the Gray
and I set a
family.
cargo
Looks
on
bone
fire.
dry.
Literally.
Yes, we
And,
are in dire need
I
of some
said-
rain round here, let me tell you. The
I took
Grays
a
have
guy
lived
who
in
went
Caliga
murder,
Hall for
and I
generations.
hogtied him.
Fine people. My family's been working for them for years.
Probably.
Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
I robbed him. He only had like
Roads,
50
sir.
cents, which is like.
You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you mess with Arthur Callahan, you know?
We're gonna bear left here.
Ooh. He had it coming. That's basically what it was. He had it coming. I wonder what Chester, did you send him this, Walker?
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Something else around here every day.
No doubt.
Chop, chop. Don't just leave him slumped on there for the whole town to see. Okay, this way.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good. I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
Can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
I guess their worry was
Where you staying?
Ratchet wasn't in the vocabulary.
Caravan on the edge
back
of
then.
town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and the Braithwaites.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out of rebel gold, marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? Kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Oh, I was about to say, where is my
All
horse?
right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Come on, boy.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you, I've had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
Seems a little bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. That's just Trelawney over-egging the pudding like the showman he is. Unless there's a new breed of special man I don't know about.
So, do nothing?
Not until I've thought it through. Interesting about those two families.
We'll look into it.
Good. Like I said when we set off, just start turning the soil. Low profile.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Whoa!
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Oh, see, he's trying to have me
Hey,
drown.
those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
Dang, the
Still too
disrespect. I
quick
should
for
kill him
me,
for
old
that.
man.
Enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance to hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
You got a bite there, Arthur.
You hooked him. I got a bite. Ha! Got ya! Damn it, I lost him.
Hey,
Something's
Walker, have you ever
nibbling.
been fishing, man?
There we go. Shit, got away.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him?
This fish is being extra petty. You don't get your...
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella, Told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur. You're getting the hang of this.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night. Till Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
Nicely done, Arthur.
Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
That feels like a bite. Got one.
Arthur's got a bite. That's on the hook, Arthur. There you go. That's a nice one.
Not worth keeping, that one.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me something.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we three poor
He said, "Ooh, they
mariners,
can't
we
sing."
come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, round, round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give
You
these fish
just
to
took the
Pearson.
interview. Okay, so I've got some new missions. Who's this? Strauss. No one here. Praise. Put on that. Now you go back to that dude over there.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. Just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that. Okay, speak later.
All right, then.
Pearson, look what I've got.
There you go, there he is.
Mr. Matthews!
Mr. Matthews. You should have been a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim with them.
You know, one time, just off the horn, a giant whale stalked us for months.
The same thing happened to me just south of Milwaukee, only I don't like to talk about it. I have nasty memories, though.
You know what I gotta say to that?
You're
Why
not
the
kind,
fuck
man.
y'all lying? Why y'all always
I'm
lying?
not fooled.
The bastards have spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying, and rather than kill me, he took me and got me some food. That of course was that.
Ah, Herr Morgan.
Herr Strauss.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.
Oh, he petty. Grown ass old man getting hella petty. Makes no sense.
Well, it's hot.
What is that?
Hey there, partner. You interested in a little friendly competition?
Aw, you trying to be hella petty again. I
You a
got
shooting man? I've been looking for a challenge and I ain't found one yet. What'd you say?
Okay.
You in or not?
Oh, why don't we find out?
Good. Whoever shoots the most bottles wins, okay? All right. Stand alongside me. Soon as you pull your weapon and aim, we let fly, okay? You see that?
Get the out of here. Where's it?
Ah,
Wow, how's that supposed to?
yeah.
I robbed you.
Guess that explains it. I'm brand new.
It's hard lines, partner. Here's an idea. What do you say we raise the stakes?
You're on.
Well, that's what I like to hear. How about this? You shoot 4 birds out of the sky before me, we'll call it a day.
Oh my gosh.
All right, rules are simple. We're doing first to 4. You can count to 4, I hope. Stand close. As soon as you see them, start shooting. Wait for it. There they go now. Shoot!
Oh yeah, bro, I'm about to be hella petty. Or just grown man, acting super duper petty. You
Yeah! Not bad, but not good enough. Maybe next time.
bitch.
Oh, well, you tried, but you lost. And now you owe.
Nah, you ain't getting my money.
Hey, give me what's mine, you bastard.
Bitch. Oh. You know what? I could definitely explain what just happened. And he had $12. Little skin on my
Okay, boy. Giddy up.
bitch ass nigga.
Yep.
Found you $50 here? What the hell?
Not too bad a day for a trek.
Move! Leave.
You think all this Lemoyne air is free for you?
Oh my gosh, dude. You're a grown ass. I am so sorry. You know what? But guess what? You deserved it.
Hope you're saying your prayers.
You see this?
You piece of shit!
Yeah, leave me alone.
I guess I was told. All right, boy. Yeah.
Kick him in the face.
You get off our land, goddamn freeway! Same goes for you, sons of bitches!
What's all this?
I wouldn't hang out my way! Goddamn braithwaites sneaking about here!
Move it, goddammit!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
If you're got anything to do with them Braithwaites, then you better just keep on walking.
I was just passing through. Don't mean to intrude on your politics.
Big feisty.
What do you want?
This here the Gray Plantation?
Yep. Caliga Hall. And that's as close as you're getting to it.
Hey, look, I've been helping the sheriff with some trouble. Wanted me to have a word with a few of the folks on the property here.
Emmett Lee. All right. Have a word. But I ain't got the time to help you.
Obliged. Hey, I was hoping you'd talk a moment. I'm a student of the history of the region, and,
I ain't the one to speak to. Try Master Bo. Think he's down there by the wood store. Boy's got all the time in the world.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here for right now. I'm gonna hop off.